Now, now you get into the late 70s. You get into the late 70s where you have hip hop coming in, and what is hip hop coming into? Like it brings back the more masculine, approach to being like a man and shit like that, and bringing more emphasis to being like masculine in music.
You're saying it's getting to that now?
No, that's how it was when it came in.
Oh.
Like think about Sugar Hill Gang, Run DMC, LL Cool J, all them niggas, or whatever, right? So
I think we're getting close to it though. Like
what?
It's alright for a gay rapper.
We getting close to it. It's getting close. Like nah, like even like I was watching.
Like I'm talking about pretty damn close.
No, actually, think about all the artists. Think about all the artists in the game right now that have the power to actually like influence and change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think about all the artists in the game right now who actually have the power to influence and change shit. You think of those artists, you have Kanye, 50, Jay, M, Dre, people to that effect. Some of the old heads in the game that's still relevant or whatever. I was watching an interview the other day. with the 50 and DJ Who Kid or whatever, and he was like, yo. He was talking like basically.
Oh yeah, I heard that interview.
Basically, he was saying like, who is he to judge anybody based off of their preference or whatever? Just like he was saying, like he made like it was kind of like a reference to Rick Ross or whatever. He was like where he was from, or even in the culture of hip hop or whatever. A while ago, it wouldn't have been. There's no room for a cop to be rapping, but now you have room for a cop. So now he looking at it like, who am I to judge or whatever? Like if that's what the audience want to hear, and they don't really care about it. Who am I to like really care? He's like, all right, think about you got a gay rapper. Oh word, he's gay. Let me hear the bars.
I fucks with this.
So
every time he explains shit, like
just like and then you got Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is openly bisexual. And
I think she just used that just to get in. Now she only talks about boys. Well, never mind. You're right. Go ahead.
Like. Nicki is openly bisexual there, and she's killing it. She's killing it right now. Everybody want to be like her. If you notice, you actually have like since Nicki Minaj, you actually have a whole lot more. I mean, we was already having it with the generation that we had that we're in. We already had that people like being comfortable coming out the closet and being openly gay, lesbian, trans, stuff like that. With the generation we live in. But you're seeing like a lot more of that now since Nicki Minaj came out.
Yeah.
You feel me? So,
but
in my speech or whatever, basically like in my speech or whatever, I was just saying like to explain what I was saying like it's not just out here. I'm not saying like R&B niggas is gay, but I'm saying like in that culture, because R&B got its own culture too. You feel me? Just like it's a different genre of music. You feel me? Yeah. Just like I was saying earlier, sports, that's a subculture within itself. But then like say boxing ain't gonna be the same thing as track or football. You feel me? The whole mannerisms, the norms, and everything that might fly in boxing don't go with football and track. Same with hip hop, R&B, rock music, shit like that. Think about it. A few years ago, it wasn't cool for rappers to wear tight clothes and shit like that, right?
Nope.
That shit changed. Or whatever. A few years ago, back in 2003, if you was wearing what you had on right now, we'd call you gay. If you was a student of the hip-hop culture. Right? So
Lady Gaga got a nice body.
That's Lady Gaga?
That's really her?
Yeah, that's really Lady Gaga, yo. Look the titties out. But anyway.
But getting back to what I was saying though, basically, like in my speech what I was saying, I basically broke down what homoerotica was, which is it's basically like erotica, which is sexual nature and sexual acts of
the same sex.
The same sex. Whether you be lesbian, gay, transgender, bi, but it's more or less
Main.
Y'all stupid. But it's more or less you hear it more being like you hear it normally being referred to like male on male and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I basically broke down what hypermasculinity is. Hypermasculinity is the stereotypical look of what the identity or the image of a man is supposed to be like. This is very important to like nukes or whatever. Because if we look at the hip hop culture, that's what it is. It's very hyper masculine. It's a huge emphasis on what it is to be a man, and it's actually like it's very macho, it's very stereotypical, shit like that.
Competitive.
Huh?
Competitive.
It's very competitive. Nigga, you're not supposed to let nobody look like a bitch, this, that, and the third. And this is where homoerotica comes in. You got niggas that's like, who's supposed to say they're straight, or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. If I told you Biggie was gay, would you believe me?
No. Because of the shit he flaunted. Like, can't find a word for it. How he presented himself. Like the shit you've seen in his videos. Waking up, unless he was bi and didn't show his gay side. But like,
let me ask you this. You a straight male, right?
Yeah.
You see many bad bitches in your life, right? Or females. I'm just being recorded, so let me change that. Females, right?
Yeah.
You see many bad females in your life, right?
Yeah.
Now, all them bad females that you've seen in your life, have you ever once said, damn, you bad as hell? Yo, you so bad, I'll suck on your daddy's dick. I'll suck your dad's dick to be with you.
Never said that.
Biggie said that. Biggie said that in his opening lines, me and my bitch.
Oh,
Baby. Oh.
Rachel Crow.
If I was to ask you, if I was to tell you right now, if I was to tell you right now, DMX is gay, would you believe me?
Not in a million years.
Why?
Again, how he promotes himself. And I think at some point there was like he's,
Who is he?
what's the word that they always call Eminem because of his use of the.
They all like he trying to listen to Uber spot.
You don't like gay people? What's that word? Homophobic.
Actually, sideline, you know, actually people that are homophobic, there's two things, people that's homophobic. One, they actually might be gay themselves, and two, that the way, if they're not gay, they might be misogynistic.
I mean, Rob,
what's misogynistic?
I'm not homophobic.
I forgot what that meant. What's that? Misogynistic.
Misogynistic is basically like they hate. Nah, misogynistic is basically.
Homophobic is, you know, like.
It's basically
Being around.
actually homophobia is actually the fear of being around gay people.
So you what?
Huh?
Scared?
So
basically, misogyny and misogynistic manners is more or less like a hate for the opposite race. I mean, not race. I'm tripping. The opposite sex. But when you hear misogyny, it's more or less used towards women. In any art, the art form that made.
So saying the word bitch would be misogynistic.
Saying the word bitch, like if you're a rapper and you're using the word bitch, hoe, slut, and you're using it in a derogatory term, and you're using it in a way to like belittle women and shit like that.
Yeah.
Even think about it in the pure sense. The niggas is saying money over bitches. That's a misogynistic statement.
Name.
That's a misogynistic statement. Or homies over hoes, which is like some of the gayest shit I ever heard in my life. or bros over hoes. That's the gay, whatever. That's very misogynistic.
How's that gay?
That's not gay. That's kind of protecting yourself from a hooker. If you like
choosing your like not it's, to me it's like not letting your friends. I mean, not letting your relationship be in the way of your friends.
Okay, I understand.
You could clearly do it.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
I understand that sentiment of not letting your relationship, because I don't think anybody should lose a friend over a relationship. I don't think that's just ridiculous.
And me and Tavon are still cool.
That nobody should ever lose a relationship over a friend. I mean, lose a friend over a relationship. But at the same time, I'm a man at the end of the day. Quite frankly, I would rather hang with my girl than any of you niggas. I love y'all niggas to death. I would rather hang with my girl over any of y'all. Why? Because she can do things for me that y'all can't do. Quite frankly.
Don't be so sure.
Like do it all day for every second of the day.
But I would rather.
I feel where you're coming from.
Me personally, I would rather be in the presence of a female than a man. You know what I mean? Not saying that y'all not my boys or whatever. Not saying that I don't love I love my boys. Y'all love all my boys. They're that close to me. I love all y'all dearly. But quite frankly, I would rather be around a woman than a man any day of the week. That's just the manner of it.
I agree with you saying to a certain extent.
So,
I mean, you put aside time for your girl, you put aside time for your friends.
You know what I mean?
That's what I think.
So, I mean, that's just how I look at it. But everybody got their point of views, but yeah, like the whole all that is very misogynistic and shit like that.
We should have like another one of these conversations, but like my house, where we're chilling.
All right, we're gonna cut this one short. We get back to y'all later.
All right, peace. That's Jake1TV. Say bye, me.
I'm not a part of this.
Yes, you are.
Technically, you're part of it if you're in the camera.
I'm not a part of it. I'm not willingly a part of this.
Come on, Kid Cudi look alike.
You do look like Kid Cudi a little bit.
I'm definitely gonna sue you if you put this on Facebook. This is slander.
We're not saying anything bad about you.
Jake1TV signing off.
Peace.
Peace.